Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Whatever time y'all watching this, man. I know you guys already got the bad news, the sad news that we just lost a legend. We just lost DMX earlier today. It's a tragedy in hip hop, and I want to salute to DMX. You know what I'm saying? We should bark for him. Ruff, ruff. Bark for DMX. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shout out your, bark your barks. You know what I'm saying? Um, man, what was your favorite song by DMX? What was your favorite album from DMX? Um, I don't know. What did you like about DMX's character? Like, about him? What you like about him? I mean, what you think about DMX, man? Um, Shout out to Ronnie in the comments, man. R.I.P. DMX, man. Yeah, it's a tragedy in hip hop, man. What up, Juan? He through. You know what I'm saying? It's a tragedy in hip hop, man. We lost a legend, man. We lost DMX. Um, it's unbelievable, man. Okay, here's my guest. Um, Got our first guest. Fika.
All right, love bug.
What's good, Fika?
All right, all right. You're welcome, Sissy Pooh. Hey, you guys. I'm sorry, I'm a little late.
Yeah, that's we're just
How are you
dedicating the
guys
show.
doing tonight?
We're doing good. We're just
Hmm?
dedicating the show to DMX.
Yes, I heard. Wow, that's hard. That's horrible.
Yeah, what you think about that?
That's. I mean, we lost a great one, and one thing about that's I guess that's the one thing about drugs. Oh, you never know when it's going to take someone you love, but a lot of people in the music industry, that's what you know what I'm saying. That's sometimes their vice, drugs, alcohol, and I
So you
thought he
think it
was
was
gonna
drugs?
pull through.
You think
Yeah,
it
he
was
had an
drugs?
overdose.
I thought they said it was a heart attack.
They said he had a heart attack due to the drugs. So if he never did the drugs, then it wouldn't have been a heart attack. But I mean, either one, it doesn't matter whether it was drugs or you know what I'm saying, the heart attack, whatever. It's just yeah, we lost a good one.
Yeah, man, I gotta lie, man. I even had to fix me a little something for him. You know what I'm saying? And toast to DMX and his family and his loved ones. Condolences, man.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
Mm.
definitely. I was thinking that too. I was like, that is crazy. Because I didn't, I'm not really a social media person, but when I did get on social media and I was like, wait a minute, he passed away. Because last I heard, his lawyer had a whole thing and said that he came out the coma and everything. And then he came back and the lawyer was like, oh, I was misinformed. I don't understand that one, but, we'll leave that for
Yeah,
another
it's going back
topic.
and forth. Like, yeah, first he was dead, and then he was on respirator, or whatever, and then he died again. And then like I'm like, yo, is this
Yep.
dude Jesus? Or something? You know what I mean? He
Coming
might be the
back.
black Jesus.
Hmm.
He might be Jesus, know what I'm saying? They probably just
And
trying
it
to
was,
keep
yeah.
killing him. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, but shout out to DMX, man. Shout out to Amefika.
Yes,
Welcome,
definitely.
Amefika. You already getting some hellos in the comments and
Hello,
from Ronnie
everyone.
and everybody. So yeah, we got together. This was your pick this week. You picked New Edition
Yes.
Candy Girl debut album for New Edition. Let's Why don't you speak a little bit on why'd you pick it?
Okay, so of course I grew up on New Edition, and when New Edition came out, they were just like, not. I don't want to say that. Well, we definitely can't say pillars of the black community, but they kind of, in a way, they kind of paved the way for other people. But they went through a lot of trials and tribulations, with their money and people screwing them over, and it was bad. Even with Maurice Starr, who lived right there, you know what I'm saying? He was one of the first people that screwed him over, and he was a black man. And these are
Yep,
kids, so
yep.
trust and believe me, I loved them. Even when they came and did their what you call it, their newer, not the newer, the Candy Girl video. They filmed some of it at the Boston YMCA. I mean, not
Yeah, yeah. I
YMCA,
mean,
the Boys and Girls Club.
was
And I
the
was
boys
like,
and girls.
okay. They was like, all right, we're looking for Candy Girls. Trust and believe me, my mother was like, you're not gonna be a Candy Girl. I don't care what but that was growing. When we was growing up, that's how our parents are. You're not gonna do that.
You ain't gonna hear
But
no Candy Girl. Get out of here.
No, no, no. I was young as hell. I mean, shoot, I was trying to be just like everybody else was.
I hear you, man. But let
Yeah,
me
but
introduce
basketball was not having it.
let me introduce us formally. So this is the THH podcast, episode 24, new edition Candy Girl with Amefika. I'm not sure if your niece is gonna jump in and out. Did she listen to the album too or no?
No, actually, my niece she's working.
Oh, she's working?
Yep, she
Okay.
left. Yeah, she left for work a little late, so she's working. So if she comes in while we on, she might be a little intoxicated, but just don't pay attention to it. She'll be all right.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You want to break it down like we did before? So I started off, and then with number one, and then you start off. You tell me how you feel and stuff like that. You good?
Yes, let's make it happen, Captain.
Let's do it, man. New edition, Candy Girl. They from Boston. The Beantown. Start playing
Yes,
debut
Orchard Park.
album. Yeah, Orchard Park. OP. You know what I'm saying? Roxbury, you know what I'm saying? The bricks, baby, all that. So I gotta get into us. I might forget a gang name, but I ain't gonna say all the gang names. But anyway, January 1st, 1983. It said it came out, but it actually came out March 1st. I was doing my research and I found it actually came out March 1st, 1983. I don't know, for some reason somebody had January, but it was March 1st, 1983. It's like 43 minutes and 51 seconds. Let's start it off, man. Number one, Gimme Your Love. This was produced by Maurice Starr and Arthur Baker. They pretty much produced the entire album, I believe. I
Yes.
don't know who Arthur Baker is, but he's probably one of those guys that, got them too, dicked them too, you know what I mean? And got them for
Yeah.
money or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Publishing, writing, all that stuff, you know what I mean? But they did do most of the writing and stuff though. But at the same time, I think they still got shitted out of the money deal because they
Yeah, they did.
sung and rapped the lyrics, you know what I mean? So yeah. What do you think about well, actually what I was thinking about that song, I just got on a tangent because of Mario Star, Lord have mercy. But Give Me Your Love.
Calm down. Take your time. Take
Yeah,
your
I know,
time.
I was about to get, I'm ready to find him or something with a flashlight in the daytime, you know what I mean? I'm ready to find that dude.
No, let's not do that. Let's not do that. I tried to do that before. Right? It doesn't work.
I know, I'm just joking. But it's like, I just ran off. But anyway, Give Me Your Love, right? Produced by Mari Starr and Arthur Baker. It's an attempt to do a computer love record. I believe, computer love. That's what it kind of sounds like to me.
Yeah.
These were like top notch verses, though. The bars back then, man. For bars back then, they top notch, man. So you gotta give it to this song right here. I like this song. It's a good start of the record. What do you think about number one?
All right, so that's the one thing. Not too many people knew about it because, of course, it wasn't a number one hit. They still sound like, even though they were teenagers, they still sound like kids. Please, don't. What was I gonna say? Don't. I don't want. Don't get my saying wrong, but they sound like their balls being dropped. But that was for the whole album. I'm just saying. I mean, that's the truth.
Yeah, that's the right. I guess that's the right thing.
Yeah. Even the beat, that you know what I'm saying. Even the beat, I love. Give Me Your Love. That was one of the that was one of the ones on the track that I really did like. But I used to listen to the whole album when I was younger. There's a lot of songs on the album that I don't like, but we'll get into that as we go through on the show.
Well, yeah, me too. It's funny that you say that, but like I figured, because when you picked, I go, man, she might love this whole album. I wonder if she does. But we'll get into it. Like I said, I was like, damn, because I listened to it again and I'm like, I don't remember this song. I don't remember liking this song with certain songs.
Yes,
but, we'll get to it.
Yeah, I didn't remember. And
so
I think
two,
the reason why we didn't remember is because you know what I'm saying. They like Popcorn Love and Candy Girl. You know what I'm saying. Those are the ones that were pretty much played.
The hits. They had a couple hits on here. So I mean, it wasn't like a deadbeat album.
You're right.
They had like 4 or 5 hits on here. You know what I'm saying? All right, number 2, She Gives Me a Bang. Maurice Starr and Arthur Baker, again production. This time, Mr. Starr thought it was a good idea for a 70s funk record. It sounds like a funk record, from like back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jeffrey Lopez in the chat.
Okay, so Give Me a Bang. I think it was. So I think the beats itself. There's a lot of. For some reason, this record sounds like every beat on there has a Candy Girl theme to it.
Yeah.
They might like throwing, you know what I'm saying? They might throw in a cymbal or an, you know what I'm saying, an extra bass or extra snare, but most of it always sounds, the beat is always pretty much the same. Now, I can understand why the whole record didn't go platinum because, you know, look who was producing it. She Gives Me a Bang was not one of my favorite ones on there. It wasn't when I was younger, and it still is not now. So,
Yo, this the title. Like, she gives me a bang. Like, where are they getting these titles from? Like porn movies?
okay,
Like,
so you know that even though they were children, it's still, I think the whole record they were trying to appeal to the teenage and the children female. You know what I'm saying? People
yeah,
around
yeah,
their
yeah.
age. So
The dynamic
at
of,
when
yeah, I
we
get it.
were growing up, we thought it was it. That was, you know what I'm saying? That was hot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. We thought so. We thought so. Let's get into a record
Yeah.
I believe we both might like. Number three, Is
Is
This
this
the
the
End? This
end?
is Michael.
I
This was
love
actually
that.
produced by a couple of people. Michael Jones or something. He came in with Mari Starr and Arthur Baker on this. This is the song that took New Edition to like another level. I thought. Did he use this track on like on Is This the End? So he remixed it. Did he remixed it? Is This the End? And it was featuring like Genuine, Carl Thomas, and Twister. I
Hmm.
think I don't know if I remember that P Diddy version. But yeah, I like this song. This is one of the songs that made them like a group, made them sound like a in harmony, made it just sounded like a good, great
Hmm.
love song. It was incredible to listen to, and I can listen to it over and over again. It's just one of those songs. Hit
Yeah.
record. What you think about Is This the End?
One of my favorite songs when I was growing up. So I can always, you know, say that. And at that time, it's the same thing. I felt like the kids, as a group of New Edition, I felt like they were getting it together. But at that point, they was in love with fantasies. So whatever their producers and them were selling them over, you know, fantasies of, okay, you can be with this girl, you can be with that girl, and then she's gonna break up with you. But you know, and I think they was just in love with a fantasy, and the fantasy that they were in love with, that's why the lyrics and the song was a lot better than the first two ones.
Yeah, this was much better, man. It just got deeper. Maybe it hit the soul, man. Maybe it was like when you was that age, you remember your popcorn love or your love that you was like, is this gonna be the end? Oh no, oh no. I'm about to start singing,
Yeah,
boy. Is this
I
the
think we
end,
all had
girl?
that. Didn't even know what,
Woo!
you know what I'm saying? Young, didn't even know what love was. It was just like, oh my
Yeah, of
goodness.
course they did. They just thought, you get them mad, you bring them flowers. That's what guys
Hmm.
thought when I was that age. That's what it was, right? Ain't nothing else.
Yeah,
Okay, take these
pretty
put these
much. And
daisies I
flowers are
take these daisies
opinions,
I stole from Mrs. Johnson's yard and shut up, like and like me again. A lollipop or candy or something. That's what
you
candy girl
know.
back.
Yeah, pretty much, pretty much.
No,
It was just like, yeah.
flashback into my youth, man. Flashback into my youth. All right, number four, Pass the Beat, Maurice Starr and Arthur
Yeah.
Baker. This failed the attempt of but remember Jam on It. Jam on It. That's what it reminded me of. It's like a rendition of Jam on It. This song was
Yeah.
trash. Trash. I thought it was trash. Pass the Beat. What you thought about Pass the Beat, man? I
Okay,
passed
so
that song.
honestly, when it comes to that song, "Pass the Beat," I pretty much passed the song because I didn't want to listen to it. It was, I don't. There's nothing on it that I like. I didn't like the beats because, of course, even though the beat had a rendition of Candy Girl, it still wasn't. And even the lyrics was horrible. So whoever, again, we can say whoever, but everybody knows, Maurice Starr. I guess when he was producing this record, that passed the beat. That should have passed the whole record. It should not have been on there at all.
They should have skipped over that one. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
I'm like,
definitely.
what is this? I was like, listen to it on what? I don't think I listened to the whole thing either. I think maybe
And you
45
know what's
seconds.
funny? When I
I was
was
like,
listening to it, because I know I'm
hurt
listening
my
to the
ear.
record. When I was listening to it, I thought my TV had. I thought honestly, actually, I thought it was an ad. So I came and was like, "That's not on the record. Who is this singing? We don't
Yeah, I'm
listen
like,
to
yo,
this."
I'm looking at the version because title be messing up sometimes. I'm like, yo, what version am I listening to? I thought it was another version because sometimes I
Yes,
have 50 albums and it's the same joint, but it's like one got 4 songs, one got 8 songs, one got 9. You're like, what the hell is this? So I thought it was
yeah,
one of those.
and I did. I thought it was. I thought it was. I thought it was an ad that came on. So
Yeah.
I kind of passed it. I didn't. Yeah. I mean, they had the little break dancing in there, which was okay. But other than that, yeah, it wasn't. I didn't like it.
But they listen, they saved the day, number 5. Popcorn Love and something like
Yes,
that.
that is.
Whatever it is. So this is another classic record from the legendary group from the Bean. You know what I'm saying? Beantown, the
Yes.
best group ever, is New Edition in the whole world. So I just want to say that real quick. I believe this is the only New Edition song featuring all 5 members singing lead at various points in the song. So
Yes.
they all had lead parts, and they all, so that was it felt like a group record. Popcorn Love is just a classic. It's dope, man. And you can dance
It
to
is
it, you can sing to
definitely.
it, you can skate to it, you can do whatever you know what I'm saying. People love it. It's a great song, you know what I'm saying. What about you?
Yeah.
Popcorn Love.
Yeah, that was pretty much exactly what I said about it. Something that jumps up and on you. You can run with it. You could be in the living room dancing. You dance in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know. You just in there just doing the steps. Yeah, that was one of the ones that had the hit and beat. Now, if I knew how to roller skate, I probably would love to roller skate to that. But I don't know how to roller
You know the
skate.
roller
So
skate. You never went to Shevu when you was in the
I
Bean?
did go to Ceverely. I went to Ceverely a lot, but I didn't know how to. Man, you know what? I'm a beast on 4 wheels. I can do 2 wheels,
Ah.
but 8 wheels, yeah, I can't do it. I can't, and I would love to
Bro,
learn, but now I'm a lot
what
older,
the hell you was
so
doing? You just flirting at Shevu? What the hell you was
no.
doing?
Actually,
Posting up?
I went with my little gang that we was in, and it was we was needless to say we was probably there just we was younger, just
Wait, you
I'm
wasn't in the
watching
champion
everybody
dance?
else
You
that
was
they
the champion
skate.
dance?
Huh?
You was
Yes,
in the
I was.
champion dance? Yo, the
Yes, I
champion
was.
dance.
Damn.
The champion dance,
Women ass.
dog, in Boston, beat down, baby. The champion dance in Boston. What? Y'all didn't know. Y'all don't know about them, man. What? Get all the girls on here, man, one day. We all should just, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
our main beef was our main beef was with the Rat Pack. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah,
was
the
like,
rap
yo, I'm
pack,
gonna
yo.
smoke you like a
Oh,
rat
respect.
pack of squares. You did me. So now I'm gonna tear these hoes in half like a blast from the past. So now, and that we were younger then. That's called good upbringing.
Yeah, that was
Good
dope, though.
upbringing.
Yeah, everybody had a gang. I was in like 12 gangs. Whatever one that was winning.
Uh-uh.
I'm just playing. I took
Nah.
that from Big Pride. But I was in at least a couple gangs. Though. I was like when I was in Brighton, I had a gang. Orchard Park, I was in a gang, and then I
Yes,
made my
Orchard
own
Park.
gang. I had my own gang on Park Street. When I lived on lived off of Park Street, where KFC and that new Target's at.
Uh-huh.
We had a little gang there. Oh man, yo, all types of stuff, man. Too many, too many, too many
That was
memories.
when we were younger. That was
Yeah, yeah.
we was a lot
We
younger
did stupid
then.
stuff. We did dumb stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we
But yo,
did.
let me tell you
The
why
good
I
thing
was.
about it is we
I was
came
gonna.
through the era where there was no videos and stuff. So everything we did can't nobody record it.
Favorite member. Oh, Ronnie's already picking his favorite member. I had that question for last, but he's already picking it. Ronnie's already like, yo, it's Ralph Tresvant, yo. Ralph Tresvant, yo. Yo, listen. All the stuff, all the bad stuff I was doing back in the day, guess what it was for? Candy Girls. So Candy Girl, number 6, Maurice
Yes,
Starr, Michael John
yes,
Zooms came back. So maybe he's writing all the hit goddamn records. This is the first single and attention grabber that they had. Top 3 song of the world, entire world. Who has a Candy Girl? I know I had a couple Candy Girl. I got a Candy Girl right now. She's just looking at me smiling, like about to make me laugh. Yo, samples of ABC by the Jackson 5. Again,
yeah,
rap lyrics were classic. The rap lyrics they did on this too. Bars, baby. Bars, Boston bars.
yeah. Candy Girl,
What you
that's
think
the
about
one thing.
Candy
And
Girl?
you know what? That's probably the only song on here that I didn't write anything down about because Candy Girl, we grew up on it. We still listen to it to this day. My daughter, who's 17, she jams to it. She was like, Mommy, when the first time I introduced it to her, she was like, Mommy, what is this? Are they still around? No, baby, they're not still around. But, I want you to listen to this.
You fell in
I
love with the
love
song?
Candy. Like I said, I wanted to be, when they first came out and they had the auditions. And even though I went over to the auditions, I was like, my mama already told me, Amefika, if I see you over there trying to be somebody's Candy Girl, I'm gonna whip your ass. So, I had to debate. I'm gonna my ass whipped by my mama, or did I want to be a candy girl? You know, at that time I was like 12 years old. So, you know, I wanted to not get my ass whipped, you know. But yes, Candy Girl is always going to go down in history. That's one
Oh,
beat that you can always listen to, the lyrics, everything they said.
classic record, classic song. I don't know what else to say about it. Classic band, classic dances. Let's give it up for you know, New Edition's dancing ability. We could go into
And you
intermission a
know
little bit. They was like some of the best dancers, and they took it so serious. They you know they mimic, you know, the old, you know, the Four Tops, the Temptations,
yes,
the, you
they
know,
did. The
Whispers of,
Temptations,
you
yes,
know,
they did.
they gave respect to all the old school crews and you know, whoever, Smokey Robinson and, you know, whatever. Um, but
Yes.
that,
I remember being younger.
they still do it to this day. Yeah, sorry.
Yes, we actually, you know, when we were younger, we made up a little dance to go to Candy Girl because it was just, you know, that's what we did when we was younger. It was, yeah, Candy Girl was
Remember that
yeah,
too.
Candy Girl was. That's why, of course, that was the number one hit on the song. I mean, on the
Yo,
record.
I think Boston. Yo, listen, I think Boston's. Yo, we did we probably had a lot of dances that we probably known for, that we probably originated, dog, out there, and people
Yes.
taking. I know New York taking credit. Yo, what up? No, I'm just kidding. But
No,
yo,
yeah, yeah.
Beantown
I
dances. Yo,
times.
because
Yep.
we got some dances too. We got musicians. You know what's funny? I was like, yo, we're doing something on Boston. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, we got other musicians in Boston. So I did a little list real quick. We go to
Yes.
intermission. I go to 7 in a minute. But I'm like Aerosmith, aka Bad Boys from Boston, with Steven Tyler vocals and keyboard, Joe Perry guitar, Tom Hamilton bass, Joey Kramer drums, and Brad Whitfield guitar. We had a group called Boston from the 1970s and 80s. It was a rock group, dope. The Pixies, Godsmack, the
Mhm.
Cars, New Kids on the Block. Remember them?
Yes.
I
Yes.
remember
They're
Kids
from
on the Block.
they're from Southie.
They from Southie. You ever meet anybody
Yeah.
from New Kids on the Block? Okay.
I met
They didn't
Mark.
they didn't visit the club, did they?
Oh, really? We're gonna go back to that. No,
No, I was
actually,
asking.
I met
Okay.
Mark because I was visiting a friend in Southie, and I guess they were down there to meet I mean, not to meet, but to visit the family. So I met Mark Wahlberg, and we had a nice little talk. And one thing that I remember, one thing him saying that he was like, when we grew up, nobody could, you know, every time they saw all the brothers come around, it was like, oh God, here come them Wahlbergs. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And another thing he said he's not racist, but he was brought up to be racist. So I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. You know, we were younger then, smoking a little blunt, and then, you know, that was about it. But you know,
Yo,
even in Boston, you know, because I was always around. Like one thing about, yeah, I move around. I move
yeah,
around.
we met them too. Me and my friend Sean, it was a Phil's Corner. When they had
No,
that community center down there, they used to go down there and practice dancing. That's where they formed their group, I think. Down there, and it was,
yeah.
you know, dancing, singing down there. It was like a community center down there.
But you got
Um,
to think about it. If it wasn't for, honestly, if it wasn't for New Edition, I don't even think their little boy group could have, you know what I'm saying, could have even
exactly.
come up.
That's why I want to bring up some of these groups too. And I stopped there. I got more to say, but I stopped there because they are imitation of New Edition. There's a lot of groups out there that's
Yeah.
imitations of New Edition. Not just that, but you know, no one reinvents the wheel. Like we were just saying, New Edition was taking dancing seriously and trying to monitor
Mm-hmm.
monitor the moves of the old school and get paying homage. So hopefully, I mean, I don't know if New Kids in the Block. I never watched their interviews. I don't know if they ever shouted out New Edition. I know if
Mm-hmm.
all these other groups shout out like NSYNC. I don't know if they ever said, "Hey, my influence is New Edition." I don't know. I don't know if they gave that credit, but I'm pretty sure they watched New Edition.
You know what? I'm pretty sure
Vigorously.
if it comes down to it and they do something on New Edition, I'm pretty sure everybody's going to be like, well, you know, especially coming up from back then, they'll probably say, you know, that was one of the groups that I listened to. But you know, nobody knows if it's true or not. But yeah,
Yeah,
New Edition, I think it paved the way for a lot of people,
a lot of groups.
coming up, especially from Boston. Yes.
So a couple more people from Boston. You got Keith Edward Elmar, aka Guru from Gangstar. You know, he's from Boston. Everybody forgets that. He is from Boston. The Mighty Bar
Mhm.
Stones, Edo G,
Yeah.
7L
I
in the
met his baby
esoteric.
mama.
Huh? Who, Edo G?
I met Yeah, I met his baby mama. We was actually in the store,
That's
and we
what's
were
up.
in Kenmore Square getting ready to go to the movie theater. That's right next door to Kenmore, because my cousin worked there, and when you're younger, your cousin works at a movie theater. You're gonna get it for free anyway. So we was in
Yeah.
Kenmore Square, and she was not happy with him. And that's when his song came out, "Be a Father."
Mm. Your father to
Yes.
your child came out after that.
Yeah. Yeah. And then she
Your
was like, I
father
don't
to
know
your
why he's
child.
singing this song because he's not a father to his child.
My
I was
joint.
like, okay, I'm too young to even understand this, but okay.
Yo, that's my joint though. Be a father to your child. That's probably one of my favorite joints from Edo G, man. He got some joints though. He got some. I gotta give it up for Edo G. 7L and
Yes.
Esoteric Terminology, and then Big Shook. I think there's probably more, but those are the ones that stood out for me. Um, yeah, I love Edo G, man. He's still performing, putting out new music. So y'all gotta check out Edo G's discography. Check him out. He's still relevant. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to number 7. Ooh,
Oh God.
baby. Mari Starr
God.
and Arthur Baker. Huh? You forgot number 7?
Hated it. I hated it.
Then you might as well give me your take because I was go ahead. I was gonna get too much take. Go ahead. What you thought about it?
I hated it. Like even I hated it. My whole note just says no. Like I have like 500 zeros behind it. I hated it. It was hard. I'm
Yo,
like, what the hell is this?
you know what's
It was
funny? When I do my reviews, I put an X at the number if I don't like it. I put a check if I like it, a star if it's a hit, right? So this one got an X, right? So what I said in an attempt to do a pop record, this is more skippable than the rock playing hopscotch.
uh-uh.
You just go to rock and skip, you get it. But anyway, but
You know what?
it's like I was
Him playing hopscotch
I had
probably
to
would have
turn
been
it off.
better.
I had to skip it. The music. It
Yeah,
was like my ears were bleeding on this joint.
yeah, it
I'm
was
like, what are they
bad. It
doing?
was bad.
What is this?
I'm
Like it was
surprised they
like
didn't even when they was in the studio. I'm surprised that, but they were kids. And Maurice
they
started
was
bringing a
happy to
grown
be
man.
on.
He didn't know it wasn't gonna work. He should have known it wasn't gonna work. That was
No, but
horrible. It was hard.
you know what
I just put no.
they was trying to make a Jackson 5. That's what the album really sounds like. If you think about it, they did a little bit of everything that the Jackson 5 was kind of famous for, like a disco
Yeah,
record
but
or
the thing with the Jackson 5 is they changed their beats up.
yeah.
On
So
this
that's what they did
whole
on this
song on
album. That's
it.
exactly what they did with this album, yo. Yeah, Ronnie says it was a
That's
cheesy track.
7 to 8 of
Yo,
these
like
songs that they
it
all
was
have the
cheesy.
same feel, the Candy Girl feel.
Yeah, well, not that one didn't have no feel. I had to skip it. But anyway, I was like, ah. All right, number 8. Should never have told me. Mari Star Arthur. I said the Popcorn Love 5-member group brought it back. I like Ralph's vocals on this, platinum vocals for Ralph on this one. Great
Yes.
song. What you thought about this one? Should never have
I
told
said
me.
the same thing. It was like I kind of got discombobulated because again the beat was the same. One thing about me, I like to vibe with a beat and I like to vibe with lyrics. So even though the lyrics they weren't all the way different because most of the whole album is talking about, again, a fantasy love because at that age, just because you think you're in love we don't even know what love is at that age. You know what I'm saying? We're just out here like, okay, well, let me talk to this one. Should have never happened was just I would have to it really wasn't, let's say it wasn't a is this the end? It wasn't popcorn love and the damn sure wasn't a Candy Girl.
Yeah, it wasn't like a hit record, but
No.
it was like I just like Ralph's voice. I don't think the beat was all that, but Ralph's voice was dope, and I think he carried the record, so that's why I like the song.
Well,
Number
Ralph
9, huh?
has a really good voice. I said he
Oh,
does have a really good voice.
he does. That's why he was the lead, yo. Lead. All the ladies wanted Ralph, man, and everybody was like, "Ralph's my cousin. Ralph's my cousin." Remember that back in the day when everybody in Boston had a relative of New Edition. Everybody
And you
had.
know
They was
what?
like,
That's
"That's
the
my
weird thing.
cousin."
We never had a
He
relative
was
of
like,
New
"Which
Edition.
one? Which one?" Huh?
Yeah, we never had relatives of New Edition. Like my mom and they would babysit them. We didn't even know they was New Edition at that end. They was bad kids, we was bad kids, and we was just all bad kids together. We did some really horrible stuff, But when your kids are, I can promise you what we did back then has nothing to do with the kids that are doing it now. So it was never, even with them singing. I don't know. I think if they had more guidance when they came up, especially on this first record, it could have been so
Mhm.
much better.
Oh, of course, man. I mean, I don't want to get the overall rating because that's gonna be in the description later. But I thought it was a
Mm-hmm.
okay album for that for debut. I just thought they just experimented on the beats too much. And they just tried to
Yeah.
make them the Jackson Five instead of making them actual New Edition. I think New Edition found themselves after the turmoil when they started actually writing some of their own songs and controlling the production. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Yeah.
when they like
Yeah,
the
business,
records
definitely.
came out. Yeah. Number nine, gotta have your loving. Maurice Starr and Arthur producers on another attempt to recreate the Jackson Five. I believed on this record. Don't reinvent the wheel. I was saying. Shout out to all the live instruments and all the musicians for mastering their craft on not just this record, but the entire project. There was a lot of live instruments. I don't know if you know that. Like when I was doing
It
research, there was
was,
a lot
yeah.
of people that played instrument on this album. So I get it. It was like a band. He brought up the band. He brought a band and then
Hmm.
some great kid singers and tried to make a classic. I mean, but he ripped them off. But I mean, he tried to make a classic. That's what he's going for. I think. What you think about number
Hmm.
nine? Gotta have your
Okay.
loving.
Okay, so all right, I was on the same thing, pretty much what you said. We were so excited to have this young black band coming up, and it was like, oh my goodness, pretty much still has the same kind of close beat to Candy Girl. And if the producer, you know what I'm saying, of the record, I think if he wasn't, I think he should have, I think he could have put more into it because it was just like he let them. I don't know. We should have. I don't. They should have been so much more, especially this gotta have your loving. And you're gonna put this on the same record as Popcorn Love and Candy Girl, then you have to come with some kind of flavor, and you didn't. So it was just, you know what I'm saying? Like you fell on that record.
Yeah,
Like you were up on Candy Girl, but then you fell down on, you know what I'm saying, 4 records. I mean, 4 albums. Yeah, 4 songs later. So yeah,
yeah.
that's
This is
kind of,
it was like the stock market. It was going up and down like while you was listening to it. Like oh, that's the hit. And you're like, oh, what the hell is that? Oh, that's a hit. Ah, what the hell was
no,
that?
it wasn't a hit. Yeah, it
Yeah, it's like
wasn't a
a
hit
roller
at
coaster.
all.
Well, speaking of hits though, they kind of ended it well. Number 10, Jealous Girl, Mari Star and
Yeah.
Arthur. This was sampled in Jealous Guy by Mace, featuring 112 and Diddy. Someone's loves New Edition. I wonder who it is. Diddy uses a lot of New Edition songs. He must love New
Mhm.
Edition. Anyway, so this song was covered by another group, another Bad Creation. They covered the Jealous Girl record. This is
Yeah,
like one of the best
ABC.
love. This is one of the best love records. I think it's a great love record, man. And, that's what I really put for it. And I didn't really know what else to put, so I started finding facts and weird stuff. But yeah, I just love this record. I think it's a great love record. What do you think about
Yeah.
Jealous Girl in My Town?
Okay,
Yeah,
so literally, I used to sing this. There was this lip, no, there was this girl
sing it
who
right
was
now.
in the,
Sing
no, for
it.
real. There was this girl who was in the town, and I would be, and my best friend she's still my best friend now. My best friend at the time, she was in love with the guy, and the girl would always come around. So, every time she came around, I would sing this little song. And of course, I would change the lyrics to, not on our street, but on Crowell Street. I would put her name in the song. But no matter what, this is still the same thing that's going on to this day. And it's weird when you get into. I don't even know if they were in their feelings at this time, but it felt like they was. So everything that they brought, it felt like at that point you would have thought all 5 of them. You know what I'm saying? Not just was hurting, but had this little jealous girl. But then there was a little tip that went on with it. Maybe we shouldn't do this or maybe we shouldn't do that. One, that's why I said they was all in their feelings, and it seems like, which is weird, but it probably could have been right. Like it's like they all fell in love at the beginning of the record, and at the end of the record, they was all gone. And then when they were gone, then you had this little girl who came around, and to this day, we still have that. You know what I'm saying? The jealous
They had a
still
video to
this.
this record. They had a video to this record, I think, right? A video.
Yes, Yes,
Okay,
they
they
do
did.
have a video.
Yeah, I just remember fellas
I
in the
used to
jail
sit
is
on my
still
porch and sing
that
it. And I
time.
thought, yeah,
Ooh,
oh
baby.
baby. I used to sit on my porch
Joint.
and sing it anytime she would come around or walk. Well, of course she couldn't drive because we was too young, but anytime she would walk by, and I would just, because I was an ass, back then, I would just sing it. Why? Because I thought it was funny. I thought, you know what I'm saying? I thought it was funny. Like, you know what I'm
It
saying?
probably,
You live 5 streets away. What are you doing over here? There's
it
a
probably
jam.
was
Yeah.
funny. It probably was funny to you back then. Though. Say it
Yeah,
probably.
it
I
was
bet it
funny.
was.
Well, I can't say back then because there's a lot of stuff that's funny to me now too. But of course, you grow, and even though one thing about I just New Edition is always going to be. They're always going to have a place in my heart. This record was never their best record. You know what I'm saying? And even when they split up, they had a lot of different hits when they split up. But coming together as a group, if I think they could have lasted as long as the Temptations if they had the right guidance.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, they keep like breaking up and coming back together. They probably the group that's been together the longest. If you really want to think about it, I don't know. Like
Hmm.
they was together since they was what? I don't know what age were they? 8, 9, 10? I don't even know.
Yeah, it was actually some of them was seven. It was 7, 8, and 9,
Yeah, it's
and
like
then it
so. These guys are
yeah
what, like in
that
their
was
fifties
before
now?
we even had kids.
Yeah, these guys are in their fifties now, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
my uncle's in
that's
his
kind of,
fifties. My uncle used to roll with him, and yeah, he's in his 50s. So yeah,
and the good thing is, that's the one thing, they're all still here.
yeah,
Even Bobby. I know everybody thought Bobby would be the first one to be gone, but
yeah,
they're all
man.
still here.
R.I.P. to Bobby's kids, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's
Bobby,
you know what that's something
Bobby.
I can't even. Whew. I mean, from both his children and his wife, that's a lot of trauma. That's a lot of
Yeah.
trauma.
Speaking of the members, who is your favorite member? Do you have a favorite
Mm.
member? And tell if you do, why?
I would have to say my favorite member is Michael Bivins.
Hmm.
He had
Why?
because he had that mentality. He was like, you know what? Let's get our shit together. Let's cut out the middleman. Let's do our own thing and make our own money. Because obviously we've been, you know what I'm saying? We've been with this person. We've been with that person. And we've been fucked over. So I like his drive and his goal to make sure whatever they do, they're gonna get paid for, and it's going to be noticed on their part. So I would have to say Michael Bivins, and he's also, you know what I'm saying. Even what's the name? Boys to Men, that they came and auditioned for him. So I would have to say Michael Bivins. Why? Because his mentality was not, after he got into the business and found out what was going on. He wasn't on that mentality to be like, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do that, but I want to do this, this, and this on this side. So I got to make a way so we can do that. So I got to understand this business. So Michael Bivins is my favorite because his mental and his mind frame put him in the whole making money business, like the whole making money frame.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I get
yeah.
that pick because if I had to go, favorite overall member, I'm gonna go with Mike because it's just the same situation you talking about. He's ambitious, his drive. He made sure they didn't miss a check in a sense, right? But my favorite singer is probably Ralph. But like for a member
Why? Sing
as an
high? He got high
entrepreneur,
notes.
huh? What's that?
Why is Ralph your favorite singer?
Oh man, just his voice, man. His voice was much better than theirs.
Yeah,
That's why he's the least.
I can
I mean,
see
I don't know.
that as
It's just
his voice.
it's true. It's the truth. They know. I'm not dissing nobody from the group. They know.
I
You
mean,
want
he does sing
you want
very
your
good,
best singer as the
but
lead singer, so you can make money. So um, you want your best up front, basically, right? With singers. So I'm pretty sure that's what they was doing. What's your favorite song? You got a favorite New Edition song or album itself or what?
I don't have an album itself, but if I had to break it down, I can't just put it down to one because New Edition has been there, like, you know what I'm saying. They literally have been there since we were like 8, 9 years old. So
All our
we've
lives.
listened to
All our
coming up,
lives. Yep.
growing up. You know what I'm saying? We listen to so much of their songs and everything. So of course, from here, Jealous Girl would be my favorite song on this record.
On this
And
record,
of
yeah.
course, Why Is This the End? And then, you know what I'm saying? Popcorn Love and Candy Girl. Of course, Candy Girl would be before that. But when they got older and broke up, yes, do I love Ralph? Not Ralph. I don't love Ralph Tresvant, but you know what I'm saying? Can You Stand in the Rain? That was one of them where I feel like he showcased his whole voice, and he
Okay.
did a damn good job on that one. And they all came back, and then they came back out with the other New Edition album, and it just wasn't as it was good.
Yeah,
It was better than
it just
this one, but it wasn't
yeah, yeah,
amazing.
yeah. It was better than this one, but yeah, I see what you're saying. It was just more
Mm-hmm.
mature, and it was better singing, is of course. Um, what I was gonna say. Who's your favorite solo? Like when they went solo, who's your favorite solo artist? Like you like Bobby Rouse albums? Who else went solo?
You know
Ronnie
what?
Gill.
Where okay, so I did. I had Bobby when Bobby first came. I had all his albums,
Oh,
like all his the little cassettes. I was in the room with the mirror doing my prerogative. You know what I'm saying? I was in there. I was, and then yeah, it's
that's my
my
boy.
prerogative.
Look,
So I
look
had,
at
of
Bobby,
course,
man. Pray for Bobby. You know what I'm saying? Bobby Brown.
and of course he's still alive. So we're gonna drink to Bobby. But
Oh, you gotta drink the Bobby, baby. Got to.
I just did.
Bobby got out. No, sorry. Bobby got to outlive all of us. we gonna
And
we gonna be like,
you know what
we
the
gonna be
good
having
thing
like,
is?
yo, dude, when you gonna, hey, come up. He could be chilling like, yo.
I honestly, I think he will. There's only a couple people that you would think. I think he will, even with all his trials and tribulations through his life. You know what I'm saying? With the drugs and everything, I really do think he will. Like I really think he will be the last member of New Edition that is still alive.
He might outlive everybody. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. I don't know. I ain't trying to wish no death on nobody. I'm just saying, like, we want him to get him everybody to 100. You know what I'm saying? But like,
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I mean? I want to see that. But man, I don't know, man. I like the
And then of
Bobby. I
course,
like the Bobby Brown's solo career was better than, like, of course, everybody's. He made the most money. He had the most
yeah,
hits. Uh,
this is very true.
he had
This
the,
is
he had the
very
best
true. But then
records.
When Bell Biv and DeVoe came out, they gave him a run for his money though,
Oh
because
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
poison, ooh, that poison was a beast. I mean, to this
No,
day, we'll sit here. And I told you that on Fridays my family comes over because I cook, and I be
yeah,
cooking some all kind of craziness. But you know what I'm saying? I cook all the time, and they always come over. But we listen to the music. We do the Michael Jackson experience. But one thing, even putting on Bell Biv and DeVoe, my brothers will be sitting here in the living room. Thank God I got a big old living room. You know what I'm saying? And they'll sit here
start
and they'll
dancing.
sit there and do the whole dance to Poison with the that
Yeah.
girl is
And
Poison.
all that
And I'm
shit. He's
like,
like,
y'all serious? Y'all really need to
Let me
stop.
get up out the seat, baby. Start dancing. You know what I'm saying? But yo, that was a joint, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like this whole album, like I said, was great too, man. It wasn't like it's not a classic. I don't think. And I'm gonna say I'm not gonna give you my rating, but I don't think it was a classic. I'll at least tell you that. And
Yeah,
I'll give you my rating in the description. I only like you said, I like Is This the End? I like Popcorn Love. I like Candy Girl. Then I like Jealous Girl. And then
yeah, that's my
there was,
four.
there was,
That's it.
there was a couple others that was like, it's okay. But it wasn't like, oh, yo, I gotta listen to that again. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like 4 out of the 10 records that probably that made them who they are. Because without those 4,
Yeah.
you gotta give these cornballs, Maurice and Arthur, a little bit of credit. For writing songs and
Is
doing
he
whatever,
still
getting
even
out there.
around now?
Is he around still? You said?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like, so,
'cause I
I'm
haven't heard about. Actually, I haven't heard anything about him since. Damn, since maybe about the early 1990.
yeah, probably. Yo, Ronnie said
Yeah,
you
I
should
haven't
do
heard anything about him since
the
then.
self-titled album, the second album. Yeah, we're gonna get into a lot of stuff, Ronnie. Man, that's a good recommendation. Ronnie gives this record a 3.5 mic out of 5. So he gives it, a
Wait,
3.5.
Ronnie, are you talking about Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike? Which one?
No, he's talking about this album. The chat talking about
Let's
this
see.
album. I want to shoot. I don't even want to give my rating, but man, that's high for me. But you know what I'm saying? 3.5. The funny thing is 3.5 is the records 3.5 and up. Those are the records I usually do on my channel. because I like to do records that are good. This record
Hmm.
was okay. You know what I'm saying? I like I said, I like 4 tracks, and out of 6,
Yeah.
I mean out of 10, and it's not that good for. I mean, it's not near a classic, but um, my rating to be in the description and stuff like that, though. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
know what I did
I
want
don't
to
know.
ask? I
Never
was gonna
liked the whole. Yeah.
I was
Never
gonna
liked the
start
whole
this
album.
talking about like Boston things. Like, what do you like to do about Boston? What do you like about Boston?
Who, me?
Yeah, you. Who you think I'm talking to?
Oh, oh no! I thought you was reading the comment. What do I like? Like, are you talking about now or back in the days?
Yeah, just Boston, Paris. If somebody said, "Yo, what you like about Boston?" What would you say? You got good
Mm,
memory, right?
you know what? The one thing I would have to say that I like about, because when we came to Boston from Trinity, so it was like a whole culture. So I really thought the world was coming to an end because I've never seen snow before. So I'm
Oh,
10 years old and there's this
what
white
happened?
stuff falling from the sky.
Oh, listen.
And I'm just like, what the, you know what I'm saying? Of course, we didn't talk like that, but I was like, okay, didn't understand it. The one thing I would say that I loved about Boston is it has to be my upbringing because, even with the double dutch and the street lights coming on and even my brothers and them, they were out there and they was messing with people. I remember one time we had to run from this big ass huge rock waller, and the
Oh,
girl who had the rock waller, she was like, oh, I'm not worried about you, young lady, I'm trying to get them, but you can't get them without getting me because they're my brothers, you know what I'm saying? So
hell yeah, dog.
and they
And the dog, I'm like, oh, she's a girl, and go around you, dog. But that's like, the
no,
dog don't bite.
exactly. This is Intervale, like when we grew up on Intervale, so it was
Oh,
just
yeah, oh, yeah. Back then,
so
yeah.
I have a lot of like where I'm at now is I put a lot of I think a lot of it from coming from Boston because I don't know, even though growing up in Trinity, I think if I grew up in Trinity for my whole life, I would have had that like I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, but I don't think I would have had like the street and ghetto smarts because you know what I'm saying, like we
Yeah.
technically like when we grew up there was like huts and we would wash our clothes in the creek and stuff like that, but coming to Boston it was so different. So it was like you had a gang here, a gang there, a gang there, a gang there, and even if you didn't like try to interchange with them, it still came anyway. So one thing about Boston that I have to say that I love is the way that I learned from every different place because it taught me. Now I'm in Leesville, Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? One thing you can't do, man, and I never say this. You can't do that. So well, that's the one thing I got from Boston. One thing I hate about Boston, the weather.
Damn. Yeah, I didn't. Go ahead. What is it?
Oh, the weather. Yeah, I don't. Well, I don't like the weather. I don't like the snow. I don't like the cold. I don't. Mm-mm. Yeah, I don't like any of that. A freezing. Now, one thing I thought was cool that you could take your bottle of water and put it outside on your porch and wake up in the morning and it would be frozen. That was cool back then, but now, no,
Yeah.
no. I don't want everything to be frozen.
That's just
So
that's just
Boston,
you
I would
coming
have
from
to
the
say,
islands, right? I mean, you coming from the islands.
yeah,
I get. Right. So you're amazed at all the weird weather conditions we had in Boston.
yeah.
I don't know.
Trinity, no,
What's that?
like Trinity never snows.
Oh, of course. I know that is. I know about that. When was the last time you been to Trinidad?
I went in 2019. Couldn't go in 2020 because of the whole Donald
Yeah.
Trump and the whole stupid ass COVID thing. But
Yeah.
I went in 2020, and as a matter of fact, now it's up for debate because I'm supposed to go back home next week. But my grandbaby, and when I go home, I stay there for a month because my grandmother and them are still down there. But my grandbaby's birthday is on the 23rd of June in Virginia, so it's like my grandbaby and my grandmother. Don't get me wrong, I love my grandmother, but my grandbaby is like, whew, I'll go through.
I
Whew.
I do.
I would rather go. I'll probably go to Virginia as
Yeah,
long as
Virginia.
it's warm. I'm glad he was born in June because if he was born in December, I'd be like, yo, I'll fly
You
y'all
ain't
up
travel.
here. We'll have to figure something out.
I'm trying to travel too eventually. I'm gonna try to do something for the summer. I know I'm gonna do. I know a lot of things are opening up.
I think he does this every
The
single
Christmas
time.
music, yo. Um, what I was saying. Oh Lord, I just broke my thought. Um, What was we talking about? Boston? Oh Lord, no. Well, you know what? Let's switch it up anyway because they talking about DMX in the chat. You got a favorite DMX movie?
Oh,
That was a good movie.
mm. So I have a favorite DMX movie. Nope, I don't think so.
With X moves.
I don't think I have a favorite DMX. You know what? One of my favorite, and then I wish it now it's it's different. One of my favorite songs, and they changed it around, but they said everybody's name in this song, but and between me and my they could never sit on it. I'm
He's
still
like,
trying
Lisa,
to find.
Hey.
Like
They
what,
don't
you
know
know what
who
I'm
he
saying?
be, right? Is that the song?
Yes, and my thing is and that was one thing. Like I was like, that's of course you'll never meet him, but one question I always wanted to have for him, but I'll never get an answer now, is like I know he said, what these niggas want from what these bitches want from a nigga, but you know what? We as women, I want to know what he ain't ever answered that question. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what they want. We don't know what y'all want. Y'all don't know what we want. I want to know the answer to that. But now I'll never get the answer because, now he's gone. So I'm just sitting here, and even with all the names, and he, you know what I'm and one thing about my name can never, that's the only person who ever said my name in a rap is Sante, my brother. And he's, my baby brother who passed away. But, with my name being the way it is, and then my sister who's sitting, she's not sitting here, but my sister was like, we have crazy names. So it was like, we don't have a Keisha, Wanda, you know what I'm saying? We don't have any of that. But he still ain't never answered that question. I don't even, I thought he should have came back with another record after he said what they want. He should have told us what they want.
Yeah. I don't know if he did or not, but my favorite DMX song was Slipping. I'm slipping. I'm falling. I can't get up.
Okay.
I'm slipping.
All right.
It was like a deep song. It had a message to it. I like when DMX is barking and yelling and screaming and inviting everybody to suck his dick. That's basically what most of his records were.
Yes.
He was hardcore, whatever. It was dope. He was a dope MC, but he was questionable. He always invited somebody to his joint. I don't know why. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like he's a legendary MC.
Yeah, you gotta be a little careful.
Yeah, I don't know who's inviting people. It's like you invite the wrong dude, they're gonna shoot it off, dog. Shoot you in the head.
Yeah, that was at any time back. Yes, this is very true. At any time back in the day, that's exactly what happened. Even the little house parties that, you know what I'm saying, that we had. I haven't seen anyone or heard. Well, of course, being down here in the South, I don't think you know anything about that. They have the hole in the walls, but we had hole in the walls down there too, and I love them too. But after the club let out, the first place we wanted to go was to the basement party. We was downstairs in the back. Yes.
Yep. Yo.
And
First
when
of
I
all,
came, y'all still do that in Boston, so I'm happy for that.
welcome, Miss Hotfield to the chat. Greetings. Man, what I did want to do was shout out a couple things that if you do come to Boston that you can do. We got the Freedom Trail, we got Charles River, Esplanade, we got Red Sox, we got the Patriots, we got Bruins, we got we got champions, you know what I'm saying? We got the aquarium, we got a great library, it's known for the biggest library. Copy. We got Sam Adams Brewery, we got Boston Commons, we got the Museum of Fine Arts, we got the Duck Tours, man. We got Boston Symphony Orchestra.
And then don't forget about
the Commons. I think did I didn't say the Commons? I thought I did. Oh, maybe I didn't.
No, I said
but
yeah, about the Swan.
What's it about the Commons? Huh?
I said don't forget about the Swan boats. The Swan boats.
Oh, the Swan boats. The Swan boat. I never did. You did the Swan boats before?
And then you got Faneuil Hall, Haymarket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, market with the fruit and the racist people. Yeah. At least back in the day, I don't know. I don't know if they might still. I don't know if they're still racist. So.
No, they probably are, but it'll be all right.
Hey, Ronnie. He said, "Don't forget the Celtics." Hey, I'm a Lakers fan. I didn't forget
what? I'm a Celtics fan. You can't be no Lakers fan.
Why can't I be? I'm a Lakers fan.
That's ridiculous. That's
I'm a Lakers fan in Boston. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a Giants fan in Boston. At the Patriots.
Are you serious? Oh, that's
You know,
disrespectful. I might have to pass up on the podcast next
I
week.
only
Just, yeah.
You can pass with anything. All I like is the Red Sox and the Bruins. The Red Sox, the Bruins. I rock with them. I got
Wait, you don't like the Patriots? Are you wait? You can't.
I rock Red Sox stuff.
You know what? You know
Red
what? We're
Sox.
not gonna. No. See, this is what we're not.
It's the real hat
Did you
right
really?
there.
How can you not like the Patriots?
Because I grew up a Giants fan.
I'm
The
in
Giants is the first.
I didn't been to the games. I
You know
went.
the
Look,
history?
I wear
Do you know
my shit to the game.
It don't matter.
Everything I have.
I'm a freaker.
Blanket is.
You know the history.
How can you not like the Patriots?
You know the history of football. They wasn't the first New England team. The Giants were. The Giants was the first New England team.
They're not there now.
It don't matter. Why would I don't switch. It's called loyalty. I got it tattooed on my arm. Tattooed on my arm.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a definite no. Daffy.
Oh, she said how was that?
I can't
Ronnie,
believe you don't like
I'm a Lakers fan too. Lakers. Ronnie's in the house. Ronnie on the Lakers. Laker Nation. In the
they lost like LeBron and all of them? Because I don't follow basketball too much, but is LeBron and them still playing for the Lakers?
LeBron's he's with the Lakers.
Oh, aren't they doing shitty?
He's with the best. No, they got a good squad. He's with the best team ever. Come on, man. Why would LeBron be there and it be a sucky team? What's wrong with you?
I mean,
they got the Browns. They got the Browns. They got Anthony Davis. They got
doing bad. I'm not a football fan. I mean, not football. I'm not a basketball fan. Like me and football, totally different story. I do my football parties. You know, I have the fat heads all in my den. You know, because I have the playroom back there. I let people, man, when they lose a bet, I have had people put on my female Patriots jerseys with hats just to take pictures. Yes, I lost the bet. Yeah, I love my Patriots. And
you probably lost the time. You probably lost both the times when the Giants beat the Patriots twice. That's when you probably shout out to the Lakers and shout out to the Giants.
I forgot how many rings does the Giants have?
2 over the Patriots.
Really? They have 8? I mean, they have 7?
No, I'm saying 2. I'm saying 2. They won 2 from the Patriots. They got 2.
No, I'm saying
they beat the Patriots twice.
No, I'm
it don't
saying
matter how many rings. It don't matter. They beat them. It don't matter.
That doesn't.
They beat the Patriots twice. They beat the Patriots twice.
Because that's why it was like 6, 7, 8. How many rings do the Giants have?
They beat the Patriots twice. That's all you got to know.
It don't matter how many times they beat them. I'm just asking how many. I don't watch the Giants. I don't know this. I'm trying to get information from my. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get information so I can understand.
Like that. I think total. That's why you got. That's why I call it. That's why my guys that are researching. They're gonna research over their research. But I think it was 3. I think the Giants in total have 3 or 6 rings, something like that. I can't remember. It's between 3 and 6 rings. Yeah, total.
3 and 6.
Yeah, but it don't matter how many rings y'all got. But guess what? We beat y'all twice. We beat the Patriots twice. Look at Jay. What I tell you?
There's a
I'm a beat us. If you look down at the comments, it says Giants got 3 Super Bowl rings. I was right. They had 3. They got 3 Super Bowl rings in total, but they beat the Patriots twice. Yeah.
And how many rings do the Patriots have? I would say
I'm not a Patriots fan.
I'm 6.
Not a Patriots fan.
So I don't know. I'm just saying. Well, I am.
I'm a Red Sox fan though. I'm a Red Sox and Bruins fan. Those are real teams. Those are real teams.
No,
those are real.
You know what? Come on now. You got.
Those are real teams, son. I grew up. Listen, my whole life I was a Giants fan. My whole life I was a Lakers fan with Magic Johnson, Worthy, Cooper with the knee socks. All them dudes, like, you know what I'm saying? Worthy.
Larry Bird and the Celtics.
Yeah, that's when they was battling the Celtics. When the Lakers was, my uncles were. Listen, I didn't have a father. I was raised by my uncles. My uncles were the projects. My uncles in Ultra Prop projects. My uncles, they were Laker fans, and I used to watch. I go in their room and watch Laker games, dude. Why they had the glow in the dark pictures of the girls of the the glow in the dark orgy pictures with like if it's Gemini Leo, you know what I'm saying? They would have the doggy style with Leo, and the shit would glow in the dark. Like I remember my uncles were crazy, man. I just remember watching Lakers, you know what I'm saying, in the room with like nasty shit
Yeah,
on the wall.
went to Florida with my uncle, and it was during Super Bowl time, and Miami Dolphins was playing. You know that was a long time ago because Miami Dolphins ain't been for a while, but they was all sitting rooting for Miami Dolphins. I still was, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know anything about football then, but I was like, okay, obviously if this team is from there, then you know that's where I'm gonna root for. Boston. I sat there and it was a long time. What coming up from nothing? Oh yeah, they did what they were supposed to do. They did what this. So you
Mm.
gotta give it to the Patriots. You gotta give it to the
I give it
Patriots.
to him.
And
Listen,
then
I like listen. I don't hate on the team. I don't hate on no good team from Boston. If it's a good team, I respect them. If I go to out of town, I respect them. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I still got to root for my team. I was raised on them, and I won't disrespect a good team. I think the Patriots, they're
and see,
champions.
I live in Louisiana,
Felt
and
like they're
I've been here
champions.
since.
You know what I'm saying? Like they, you know what I'm saying? But like we gonna cut this out. You know what I'm saying? It's about an hour we in. You got anything to
Yeah,
promote again?
it's
Promote our
almost
stuff
an hour
and
and
get
a half.
out of here. I remember
Yes.
that post.
Thank you
Oh, she said
guys.
she remembers the post I was talking about with the signs on it, and I gotta find that post online. It's like a poster, like everybody, and it's like they got afros. It's the black couples, and they just one's orange lime into something, and they like in positions, and they glow in the dark. It's crazy. She remembers it.
Really?
Yo, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find that
Yeah,
poster,
that
dog.
would be nice. I would like to see that.
I'm gonna find that poster. But yo, shout out to the chat. Shout out to Ronnie, Carla. Shout out to
Yes.
Miss
Thank you
Bill. Shout out
guys.
to
Thank you for tuning in.
who else was in here? I know it was Jeffrey Lopez was in the house. Jeffrey Merce Beantown. Yo, the show was episode 24 from the THHC podcast. I don't know why I was stuttering on that, but the hip hop connoisseur podcast, episode 24, new edition, Candy Girl, and my co-host, Amefika. It's always a pleasure.
Yes.
You know,
Thank you for having me.
the horoscope. Yo, see y'all later, man. Peace. And remember, love over hate. This was Ronnie. Ronnie, he just knows what to say. This dude's like, I gotta stop paying this dude. I don't got no money yet, but I'll stop paying you soon. You know what I'm
I
saying?
see him.
Stop playing. But all right, Amefika, man. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it, man. Yo, I'm picking the next album. Get ready.
Yes.
It's gonna be a good one. All right.
All right. I'm
All
ready
right,
for it.
Boston. And where you from again?
Oh wait, or should you do 3 for the stripes?
I do 3 for the stripes. Yeah, 3 for the
Okay.
stripes, yo. Yeah. Yo, I'm out. Love over hate, man. See y'all later. One